This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, we talk with some Hillary Clinton supporters after her appearance was postponed this morning in Scranton. Hello and happy Friday. I'm Ken Carr and I appreciate your time. On to our local information from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. The presumptive Democratic nominee for president, Hillary Clinton, was scheduled to make a campaign stop in Scranton today. However, after violence erupted last night in Dallas, Texas, the event was postponed this morning. 5 Dallas police officers were killed and several others injured when gunmen opened fire during a peaceful protest last night. FYI had a crew in Scranton this morning, along with other local and national media outlets, when the announcement came that Hillary Clinton had decided to postpone the event. Clinton, who was to be joined by Vice President Joe Biden, were scheduled to hold a rally at noon at Riverfront Sports in Scranton. Some people had already arrived in hopes of hearing from the presidential candidate. FYI interns Daniela Castillo and Llewellyn Dreyfus talked with one woman who planned to attend the rally and another woman selling T-shirts in support of Clinton.
Well, I was here in 2008 in April when Obama was running, and I really felt the need to come and support Hillary. I wanted to see her in person and hear what she had to say.
Can you tell me a little bit about your feelings pertaining to the just-in cancellation of this event?
Well, I can understand why they did it. I wish I hadn't gotten up so early to get here at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm disappointed. I hope they reschedule it at a time when I can come back.
Well, we were selling her T-shirts to support her, and then the cancellation, it kind of like messed it all up because now we can't sell it and then make money for her. But hopefully she'll reschedule and hopefully all the violence will stop.
Our newsroom received an email from the Clinton campaign that read, quote, "Due to the tragic events in Dallas, the July 8th Hillary for America campaign event with Vice President Biden will be postponed. Details on rescheduling the event will be provided as soon as possible," unquote. Meanwhile, the presumptive Republican nominee for president, Donald Trump, also canceled his event scheduled for today in Miami, Florida. Flames destroyed 2 apartments and a garage last night in Shenandoah. Crews responded to the 100 block of South Market Street around 11:20 p.m. The fire was so intense that it damaged homes across the street. There were no injuries reported and no word yet on a cause of that fire in Shenandoah. Yesterday marked the 11th annual Pocono Raceway American Red Cross Blood Drive. The drive came at a time when there is a serious shortage of blood. Yesterday's event was also the setting for a brand new episode of The Girls that will soon air on SSPTV. Our Janine Mazurkevich found out that even if you missed yesterday's drive, you can still donate.
So visit us at redcrossblood.org and you can type in your zip code to find out which blood drives are coming up. Go ahead and make that appointment online so your whole blood donation process is totally seamless and you're in and out and just helping save lives.
Again, go to redcrossblood.org for more information. This weekend marks the 5th annual Shawnee River Fest, and SSPTV is a proud media sponsor of the event. Gil Coronado, the organizer of the 2-day festival, stopped by our studios with an invitation.
Come on down on Saturday for the Shawnee River Fest pre-party at the Sycamore Grill at the Delaware Water Gap. It's a free event. Come down, have appetizers, and meet over 16 acts that are coming to perform for the community. And also on Sunday, the free concert, 8-hour concert benefiting the East Stroudsburg Salvation Army Emergency Disaster Response Program.
Again, the pre-party is at 7:30 tomorrow night at the Sycamore Grill, and the 7-hour concert gets underway at 11:30 a.m. Sunday at the historic Shawnee Inn and Golf Resort. For more information, go to ShawneeRiverFest.com. Your support is needed for a bike ride dedicated to a little girl who is battling cancer. Lisa Sugart has the story.
I am here at the Laurel Mall, and as you know, the Laurel Mall has undergone a new resurgence, and it is really focusing on the community, bringing people in from the community, having a community atmosphere, and that's because Lexington Realty International, the new management company for the Laurel Mall, is very community-oriented itself. I am pleased to be joined right now by Mr. Eric Frankel, who is the Vice President of Lexington Realty International. And he is here to tell us about a special bike ride that you will be participating in to help children with cancer and diseases. Thank you so much for joining us. Tell us about this very special bike ride.
First of all, Lisa, thank you for having me again. This bike ride is to benefit a most wonderful organization called Chai Lifeline, and particularly their summer camp called Camp Simcha. Chai Lifeline, which is in Hebrew means life, is a most phenomenal organization that helps throughout the year children who are suffering with either special needs or cancer. It primarily focuses is kids who are suffering with cancer. When someone unfortunately goes through the dreaded disease, the whole family goes in turmoil. Just that one day in a life, imagine someone's in a hospital, who's taking care of the other 5 children in the family? Who's making sure that people are taken to the doctor? Who's taking over the shifts? There's so many things, if you think about it, just for one day they go through. Imagine when people go through it for 2 months, 6 months, a year, chemotherapy, trying to make sure the parents can be involved, that the rest of the family doesn't fall apart. All of that, Chai Lifeline takes care of from A to Z. Be it the birthday parties, be it the other children's birthday party, be it the family, someone to do homework. So there should be zero fallout throughout this terrible time. And then the Camp Simcha has actually 2 purposes. One purpose is for the child itself. They give them a summer of a lifetime, something they have to look forward to, something they have to fight for. And then they also have the family themselves who have been going through such stress can have those 2 weeks when the child is not their burden, when they get taken care of totally by the camp, and they can go and live a normal life with the rest of the family. So it's really, really amazing what they do. And this bike ride is in order to benefit the camp. They're trying to raise a total, I think, around $7-8 million this year. My personal goal is $10,000. And it's just an amazing feeling. You know, it's 170 miles over 2 days. It's 100 miles day one going through Connecticut, New Jersey, and then it's going to end up in Grand Spray, New York. It's really an amazing ride. And you know, these kids fight every single day. I've got to fight for 2 days to support them. It's just a little bit that I could do.
Now, you did this for the first time last year, so it must have really, tugged at your heartstrings that you wanted to do this, and you're doing your ride especially for a little girl named Malky this year.
Well, I've been involved and I've been singing in hospitals since I'm probably around 12 years old. I sing, I play a little guitar, more folk stuff, and I've been doing this, and there's no greater feeling than coming home and knowing you helped somebody. There's no greater feeling in the world than that. And yeah, I have seen firsthand what they do, and I've been visiting this little girl, Malky, a couple of times, unfortunately suffering cancer for her 3rd time. And she's just the most upbeat, loving little girl who loves to sing, dance, and play. So it's special. I get emotional just thinking about it. But the whole ride is an emotional experience. Last year we were joined by certain celebrities. Amani Toomer joined the ride last year. And we have George Hincapie, who's a Tour de France rider. Cadell Evans is joining this year. I can't remember, there's another football player. Forgive me, I'm from England originally, so I don't really know the football players, but he's joining this year. It's an amazing thing when you see a guy like Amani Toomer, who you see as this big ball player, and he's standing there in the camp, jumping around, with tears rolling down his face. It's a sight to be seen. They call it the world's greatest finish line, and it's for a reason. It is seriously the world's greatest finish line.
I truly believe that. We want our viewers to know that they can help, and they can make you reach your goal of $10,000, hopefully exceed that by a lot. So tell them where they can go to make their contributions.
Sure, there's a website, it's www.bikeforchai.com/SSPTV. That's www.bike4chai.com/SSPTV. And that will take you directly to my page where you can donate and hopefully help me exceed that goal. Listen, 15,000 would be better than 10.
Absolutely. Well, we know this area truly has a heart. They really like helping causes, especially like this one that is so dear to so many families, unfortunately, who are suffering with people with cancer. So they know the plight. They want to help. If you would like to do so, please go to his webpage. Please help make this a tremendous success so that these children can be helped by their generosity.
Group looks like a good time. I want to hang out with them and doing it all for a good cause. Thank you, Lisa. And finally, don't miss the Carbon County Animal Shelter's annual yard sale. This is the shelter's biggest fundraising event, and it takes place tomorrow and Sunday from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. at the shelter, 63 Broad Street in Nesquehoning. There will be hundreds of items, great bargains, and something for everyone, so be sure to stop by. Coming up on FYI, Hazleton Area High School basketball coach Mike Joseph gives us a summer update on the Cougars. Up next, we have an update from the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce, plus the weather forecast and cute animals who are up for adoption at the Hazleton Animal Shelter. Get ready for Adopt Me.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Summertime is celebration time. Why not let Sand Springs Country Club in Drums bring their delicious homemade food to your next celebration? With a variety of menus, they offer the perfect solution to your next event. Sand Springs offers off-site catering and delivery in addition to catering events at their various clubhouse venues. For details or to make arrangements to have your event catered, call Sand Springs at 570-788-5845 or go to sandspringsgolf.com.
Well, it was an event created to help out local nonprofit organizations, and it continues to do so. I'm talking about FunFest, and the plans are in full gear for the big FunFest celebration in downtown Hazleton, September 10th and 11th. Julie Ferry is here, Public Relations Coordinator for FunFest with the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce. And Julie, you are looking for groups to make FunFest even better than last year.
Absolutely. Right now what we're looking for are the nonprofit groups to have booth spaces downtown, to share with the community what their group is about, and it's also the great opportunity for them to raise funds for their organizations. As you mentioned, what FunFest was originally created for was an opportunity for the nonprofit organizations to get out there to raise money for their organizations, to create awareness in the community that the groups are here, what it is that they do, and to raise awareness for them, and like I said, to help raise money for the organizations. So what we're looking for are for the organizations to have booths downtown, to sell food products, to have tricky cherry raffle chances, whatever it is that they'd like to do to raise money for their organizations. Maybe it's just to pass out information. Whatever it is they'd like to do. We have booth forms available. It's a very nominal charge for the nonprofit organizations for the weekend. You can download the forms right on the Chamber website under the FunFest tab at hazletonchamber.org. Like I said, it's a very nominal fee for the whole weekend. It's a great way for these nonprofit organizations to raise awareness for their groups. We've also got craft space available for the weekend for our home party vendors, for our craft vendors, and again, those forms are available on the website as well.
And they have a huge audience when they are part of FunFest that they probably don't get that big of an audience anywhere else.
Oh, absolutely. It's a great way to reach out to thousands of people literally for the entire weekend. So it's a very great way to reach a lot of people for a very low cost.
All right, so if you are a crafter or you're a nonprofit organization, you need to call this lady, Julie Ferry, at the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce, or go online to sign up. Remember, you can make a lot of money for your organization by participating and get the word out about what you do, and they're going to make FunFest a big success as well. So please give the Chamber a call today.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
It was nice this morning when we took this weather shot, but we do have a hazardous weather outlook for our area from the National Weather Service, as we may see some heavy rains tonight. This is our local forecast now from the National Weather Service. Tonight, showers likely and possibly a thunderstorm before midnight, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. We have a 60% chance tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 67, and some of the storms could produce heavy rain, and rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 of an inch are possible. On Saturday, 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny, high of 81. Saturday night, 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy, low of 62. Sunday, a slight chance of showers before 2 p.m., mostly sunny, high in the mid-70s. Sunday night will be clear with a low around 59. On Monday, it's sunny with a high of 79. Monday night, mostly clear, low of 61 degrees. Tuesday looks mostly sunny with a high near 82. And then Tuesday night, partly cloudy, low of 64 degrees. Now here's your midday winning lottery numbers on FYI. Pick 290, pick 3 640, pick 4 3631, pick 5 74781. You're about to see an adorable kitten try to eat my notebook. When we come back, it's the Sportscast.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazelton. Treat yourself today.
Hello again. Here I have with me Connor. Connor is an approximately 1 to 1.5 year old terrier mix who may have some Schipperke in him as well. He's a very affectionate and active dog, as you can see. Connor's a little bit shy when you first meet him, but once you get to know him, he's very friendly and affectionate and loves to be held. Like all of our dogs, he's been tested for heartworm and Lyme disease, and he's come up negative for both. Connor's already neutered and current on all of his vaccines, including his rabies and distemper shots. That's it for this week's dog. Let's have a look at our cats. And here we have Igor, who is a 4-month-old kitten and a recent addition to the female colony. Igor is already current on his vaccines, including rabies and distemper. He has also been neutered and tested negative for feline leukemia and FIV. Igor is very young and playful, so we recommend him for somebody who has enough time for a brand new kitten in the home. Although very playful and happy to be around people, he's a little bit of a loner here at the colony, so we recommend Igor for somebody who doesn't necessarily have a lot of cats already. That's it for this week's pets. If anybody at home is interested in adopting either Igor here or our dog Connor, please come on down to the Hazelton Animal Shelter at 101 North Poplar Street.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Independence Day Resurgence is the hottest sequel of the summer. False. The hottest summer sequel is Valley East vs. Valley West Part 2. Let's check out the show times on our FYI standard speaker scoreboard. After an epic game earlier this week that sent Valley East to the District 18, 11, and 12-year-old Little League All-Star Championship and Valley West to the Losers Bracket Final, the two will meet again Saturday. Valley West beat Franklin Township to set up the rematch. Michael Milky Way Mahalchik, who gets his nickname from hitting baseballs into orbit, hit 2 home runs in this game. Tommy Zapataki and Luke Russo also had home runs, so Valley West will travel the 5 miles or so to Valley East on Saturday for a 6 p.m. game. If West wins, it's winner-take-all Monday. If East wins on Saturday, then they are the winners and they get to take all on that day. In the District 24 tournament, Frackville beat Upper Schuylkill on Thursday, and they are on to the quarterfinals as they finish second in Pool 4. Shenandoah topped Schuylkill Haven, but they just miss out on the second round in Pool 2. Ashland, they beat Cressona. They also move on. The quarterfinals start on Saturday. On our 2 local teams will go head-to-head as Frackville goes to Ashland. Buffalo beat the Rail Riders at home on Thursday, and Scranton Wilkes-Barre will host Rochester for a 3-game series that will lead them to the All-Star break. The Cubs lost their 3rd straight game, going down in extra innings to the Braves. They'll play 3 in Pittsburgh now before the Major League All-Star break. Tamaqua area grad and recent NCAA Division II Javelin National Champion Allison Updike finished 15th at the United States Olympic Track and Field Trials. The top 12 moved on to Saturday's final to try and grab a spot on Team USA. Updike is now a back-to-back NCAA champion for Azusa Pacific University, where she was a senior this past season. Donald Pollett from the Hazelton Area High School, who ran at Syracuse, running in the Olympic trials on Friday. We'll let you know how he did on Monday. Hazelton Area High School boys basketball coach Mike Joseph joined FYI on Thursday during a special Dave Day with Dave Seaman, the Standard Speaker sports editor. He was here to promote Sol Sereni Summer Basketball Leagues in Hazelton. The program is for junior high and senior high students, and you can still sign up by calling the Hazelton Recreation Department 570-501-7182. I'll post that on our Facebook page. Well, Dave also asked Coach Joseph about the Cougars. We taped this segment on Wednesday, so when the coach talks about tonight, he means Wednesday. When he says tomorrow, he means Thursday. You know what? Don't overthink it. Just enjoy. And of course, running the Hazelton area program, Dave had some questions about that as well, because I guess the Cougars' work never really finishes, even in the offseason.
No, I understand, Coach. You've been involved with a lot of tournaments, summer tournaments. Can you update us on what your team has been doing lately?
Been very busy. We've had several guys that have played AAU basketball since the end of our season. 2 of our players right now, Jeff Planudis and Josh Samick, are at the Hoop Group Elite Camp at Albright College, which brings the best of the best players from all over the country there, because today started the first day of the live recruiting period for college coaches, and Jeff got his first Division I offer the other night, and I think that we have a group of guys right now from Jeff and Josh and Michael Casadas and Nolan Janisevich and Joey Grula and Demir Faison, and those are the core group of guys that we have right now that I think are going to give us an opportunity to have a really successful season. I think each and every one of those guys that I mentioned are guys that I think that in the future are going to have a chance to continue on and play. We've played in the Harrisburg Summer League. Tomorrow night we play in the semifinals there. We haven't played in the playoffs since, I believe, 2012 in the Harrisburg Summer League. We went 7-1 down there. We lost to Harrisburg on the last night. So we'll play there tomorrow. Friday we're playing this weekend down at the Allentown Stellar Basketball Tournament. And if we're fortunate enough to win Thursday at Harrisburg, Monday night's the championship game down there. And if we're in that, Monday will be the last official thing that we do together as a group in this summer. But our guys have been very, very active, working on their game, working on getting stronger, and there's a lot of excitement for the next season, definitely.
Well, that's all the time we have for sports. Don't be sad, because there's more FYI coming your way after this message from Bottlenecks in West Hazelton, where I eat Old Bay fries like it's my job. Be happy, it's Friday, and go to Bottlenecks for half-price happy hour starting at 6 p.m. They have live music and half-price appetizers.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, Holy Rosary Parish of Hazelton will be holding a free community luncheon Saturday, July 9th from 10:30 a.m. to noon at Catholic Social Services. Catholic Social Services is located at 214 West Walnut Street, and all are welcome to attend, and the parish would like to thank the Hazelton Rotary and the Weinberg Northeast Regional Food Bank. Our next announcement, the Holy Name of Jesus Parish at Transfiguration Church will be holding their annual picnic July 15th, 16th, and 17th. The full picnic will be open all 3 days and held rain or shine under the tents. They're having great homemade food, entertainment, tricky trays, raffles, games, bingo, and much more. Transfiguration Church is located in West Hazelton. And finally, the 6th annual Cooper Cup Golf Tournament will be held Friday, August 12th at the Schuylkill Country Club in Orwigsburg. The entry fee is $90 per golfer with a 4-man scramble and a 9 a.m. shotgun start. Corporate and business sponsorships are now available. For info, please check out jwcoopercenter.org. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Robert J. Gombert of Hazelton. Viewing is Saturday from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Anna Kurtz, formerly of McAdoo. Funeral is Monday at 9:30 a.m. from the Damiano Funeral Home. Friends may call Sunday from 5 to 8 p.m. And Jesse L. DeJesus of Hazelton. Viewing is Sunday from 4 to 7 p.m. at the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Claire Sharp of Drums. Claire, if you're watching, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
It looks like a nice weekend. Have fun, be safe, and we'll see you back here on Monday. Take it easy, everyone.